theater chose Act 3, Scene 3 of Othello and applied the archetypal critical perspective. Our play's genre is a comedy, and we used animals as the characters. We chose Act 3, Scene 3 because it contains characters that we were able to transform into archetypes. In this production, we included many creative decisions like changing the lighting at various times. We used highlighting throughout most of the production to help portray a comedic effect. And we used low lighting in one of Iago's scenes to depict the villain archetype. The set is in the castle's garden, and we used a white sheet and a poster. Iago and Amelia used a small table that matched the set. The props we used were the handkerchief and the hearts on Othello and Desdemona. The hearts were made to depict the archetype between them. Throughout our play, we did encounter some mishaps. After filming, we noticed that the audience would be able to hear a fan turning on and a phone sounding. Due to the difficulty of the animals and the time constraints, we were not able to reproduce the scene. We had reproduced the whole play, and then we lost that video, so we had to reproduce the entire thing again. This delayed our time and might have influenced the quality of the production. The animals were hard to handle at times, and some of the group's members' hands and legs are shown in an attempt to control the dogs and the snake. Also, we had to cut out one part of the scene. It was too long to keep to our genre, so we cut out unnecessary lines to hold a comedic effect. I hope you enjoy our interpretation of Othello Act 3, Scene 3.
Who let the dogs out?
No animals are harmed in making of this film. This fellow is of exciting honesty and knows all qualities with a learned spirit of human dealings. If I do prove her haggard through her jesses or my dear heartstrings, I'll whistle her off and let her down the wind to pray for fortune. Happily, for I am black, and have not those soft parts of conversation that chamberers have, or for I am declined into the vale of years. Yet that's not much. She's gone, I am abused, and my relief must be to loathe her. O curse of marriage, that we can call these delicate creatures ours, and not their appetites. I'd rather be a toad, and live in the vapor of a dungeon, than keep a corner in the thing I love for others' use. Yet display great ones. Prodigies are these less than the base. 'Tis destiny unshunable like death. Even with the fourth plague is fated to us. Then, when we do quicken, Desdemona comes. If she be false, or that heaven mocks itself, I'll not believe it.
How now, my dear Othello, your dinner and the generous islanders, if I invited you, do attend your presence.
I am to blame.
Why do you speak so faintly? Are you not well?
I have a pain upon my forehead here.
Faith, that's with watching, 'twill away again. But let me bind it hard. Within this hour it will be well.
Your napkin is too little. Let it alone. I'll go in with you.
I am very sorry that you are not well.
I am glad I have found this napkin. This was her first remembrance of the Moor. My wayward husband hath 100 times wooed me to steal it, but she so loves the token, for he conjured her she should ever keep it, that she reserves it evermore to kiss and talk to. I'll have the work taken out, and give it Iago. What he will do with it, heaven knows, not I. I nothing but to please his fancy.
How now? What do you here alone?
Do not you chide, I have a thing for you.
A thing for me? It is a common thing?
Ha!
To have a foolish wife.
Oh, is that all? What will you give me now for the same handkerchief?
What handkerchief?
What handkerchief? Why, that the Moor first gave to Desdemona, that which so often you did bid me to steal.
Had stole from her?
No, Faith, she let it drop by negligence, and so the advantage I, being here, took it up. Look, here it is.
A good wench, give it to me.
What will you do with it, that you have been so earnest to have me filch it?
Why, what's that to you?
If it be not for some purpose of import, give it me again. Poor ladle shall run mad when she shall lack it.
But not a noun of it. I have use for it. Go, leave me, thou yeasty fat kidney, huggy mugger. I will, in Cassio's lodging, lose this napkin and let him find it. Trifles light as air are to the jealous confirmations strong as proofs of holy writ. This may do something. The Moor already changes with my poison. Dangerous conceits are in their nature's poison. which at first are scarce found a distaste, but with a little act upon blood, burn like the mines of sulphur. I did say so. Mwahaha! Look, where he comes. Have you not sometimes seen a handkerchief spotted with strawberries in your wife's hand?
I gave her such a one. 'Twas my first gift.
I know not that, but such a handkerchief. I am sure it was your wife's. Did I today see Cassio wipe his beard with it?
If it be that.
If it be that or any that was hers, it speaks against her with other proofs.
Oh, that the slave have 40,000 lives? One is too pure, too weak for my revenge. Now do I see this true. Look here, Iago. All my found love thus do I blow to heaven. 'Tis gone. Arise, black vengeance, from thou hollow cell. Yield up, O love, thy crown and hearted throne, to tyrannous hate. Swell, blossom with thy fraught, for 'tis the aspects of tongue.
Yet be content.
Oh, blood, blood, blood.
Patience, I say, your mind perhaps may change.
Never, Iago, like the Ponic Sea, whose icy current and compulsive course never filled retiring ebb, but keeps dew on the Proponic and Hellespont. Even so my bloody thoughts, with vengeance pace, shall never look back, never ebb into humble love. 'Tis the capable and wide revenge, swallow them whole. Now, by yon marble heaven, in the due revenge of the sacred boat, I engage my words.
Do not rise yet. Witness your ever-burning lights above, you elements that clip us round about. Witness that here Iago doth give up the execution of his wit, hand's heart. To wronged Othello's service let him command, and to obey shall be in me remorse. What bloody business ever.
I greet thy love, not with vain thanks, but appreciant boastfulness. Upon instance, put these out. Within these 3 days, let me hear thy say that Cassio's not alive.
My friend is dead. 'Tis done at your request, but let her live.
Damn her, loud minx. Oh, damn her. Come, go with me apart. I will withdraw to furnish me with some swift means of death. For the fair devil, now apart thou, my lieutenant.
I am your own forever. Beat! Our acting troupe, called The Herd, analyzed Act 3, Scene 3 of Othello through the archetypal critical perspective. We represented archetypes such as the star-crossed lovers, Othello and Desdemona, trickster, Amelia, and the villain, Iago. Research showed that to be star-crossed lovers, the characters must be engaged in a love affair that is fated to end in tragedy for one or both due to the disapproval of society, friends, family, or the gods. The scene we chose is where Othello started to doubt Desdemona's fidelity. That is why we chose a black dog for the part. Desdemona's character is played by a yellow dog because it represents her actual innocence to the situation with Cassio. We chose the breed to be Labrador Retriever because they are known for their loyalty, which represents how both are actually still loyal husband and wife. A trickster acts as a catalyst, and that her antics are the cause of other characters' discomfort, but she is left untouched. Amelia is acted by a squirrel to portray her sneaky antics. The archetype of a villain is a character whose main function is to go to any extent to oppose the hero or who the hero must annihilate in order to bring justice. Iago, the villain, is played by a snake because snakes represent evil and acts of the devil. Our genre is comedy. Through research, we learned that highlighting is one of the ways to show it's a comedy. Thank you for watching our production. We hope you enjoyed it. Well, we said in the beginning that no animals were harmed in the making of this video.
No animals were harmed, but a couple of humans were.
A battle scar. I fought with a squirrel.
Squirrel got the best of me.
So any auditions of Dead or Alive. How long have you been acting?
Not a good track record.
She said about 2 years. Is she often ornery? She's just nervous.
We need actors we can work with.
She's too much of a drama queen.
It's a no for me.
No.
Sorry, dog.
Okay. Go in there.
Okay, somebody else say what I said. Okay.
I'm not strong.
Say something. Do it.
You!
Do it.
Who has a snake?
No one. That's Adrian's hand.
Why don't you smile real?
It's gone. It's gone. Somebody say something so I can stop this fake smile.
No animals were harmed in the making of this film.